That was a good one, chap.
Yes, I know, I'm quite funny.
Oh, it looks like we have someone intruding on our tea and crumpets.
A visitor? I love visitors.
So do I. Would you like some? It's proper manners to be a British bloke and offer some tea and crumpets.
Pick you up.
We were just discussing our little trip over the pond to Manhattan, visiting the Riverside Park and the Highline Park.
It was a quite nice trip. Related a lot to our architectural history course. Both of these parks, they provide a nice escape from the city. It's like you're not even in the city anymore.
I know, it was a great experience. I felt one with nature and the city.
Yes. The city is a very, very hectic place, and to be able to escape to a few parks like these, it's a very important and valuable
marvelous.
experience.
It's just simply marvelous.
It is very marvelous. Well, with that said, we're going to give you a little video presentation on these two parks. We hope you enjoy. I'm going to use the loo.
Riverside Park is a 4-mile stretch located along the Hudson River in Manhattan, New York City. Construction of the park began in 1872. Between 1875 and 1910, the park was developed by people such as Calvert Vaux and Samuel Parsons. In the 1930s, Robert Moses conducted the West Side Improvement Project, which transformed the park by adding 32 acres of land. The most used section of the park is between 72nd Street and 125th Street. There is also a south section between 59th Street and 72nd Street, and a north section between 135th Street and 155th Street. There are several monuments and statues located throughout the park. The Eleanor Roosevelt Monument, which is sculpted by Penelope Jenks, is located on 72nd Street. The Sailors and Soldiers Monument is located on 89th Street. The Joan of Arc statue, which was designed by John Van Pelt and sculpted by Anne Hyatt Huntington, is located on 93rd Street. This last monument is the General Grant's tomb, located on 122nd Street. This monument quite tickles my fancy because it contains the remains of former President Ulysses S. Grant and his wife. There are several places for recreation located throughout the park. There are tennis, volleyball, and basketball courts, soccer and baseball fields, a skate park located on 108th Street, a running track located on 73rd Street, and a boat basin located on 79th Street.
Highline Park is located on 1.5 miles of elevated railway between 34th Street and Gansevoort Street in the meatpacking district of Chelsea. The origins of this park began with the West Side Improvement Project that started in 1929. This project as a whole was 13 miles long, eliminated 105 street-level railroad crossings, and cost over $150 million in 1930, which is the equivalent of $2 billion today. The structure was designed to go through the center of blocks rather than over the avenues, which allowed for railway systems to connect directly to factories and warehouses, but rolling right into the buildings without causing any street-level traffic. In the 1950s, the rise of interstate trucking led to the decline of rail traffic on the High Line. In the 1960s, parts of it were torn down. In November 1980, the last train ran on the High Line, pulling 3 carloads of frozen turkeys. In the mid-1980s, a group of private property owners who had land lobbied for the demolishment of the whole structure. The High Line was able to survive the demolition efforts in the mid and late 1980s due to Peter Oblitz, a Chelsea resident activist and railroad enthusiast who wanted to re-establish it as a rail service. In 1999, Joshua David and Robert Hammond founded the Friends of the High Line, an activist group for advocating the preservation of the High Line as a public open space. They eventually gained enough influence within the city that in December 2002, the city filed with the Federal Surface Transportation Board for rail banking, making it the city policy to preserve and reuse the High Line. Between January and July 2003, an open idea competition was held for proposals to the High Line's reuse. 720 teams from 36 countries entered, and hundreds of design entries were displayed at Grand Central Terminal. Between March and September 2004, Friends of the High Line and the City of New York reviewed the submissions and decided on the landscape architecture firm James Corner Field Operations and the architecture firm Diller Scofindo and Renfro, and experts in horticulture, engineering, security, maintenance, public art, and other disciplines. In April 2006, construction first began on Section 1, which spans between Gainsborough Street to 20th Street. After years of construction, the first section of the park opened to the public on June 9, 2009. The second section followed in June 8, 2011, and the third section is still currently under construction.
Oh, I see you're back.
Yes, they must have enjoyed.
Was it stimulating?
Very stimulating, I hope.
We put a little effort into that.
Yes, we did. Well, as you can see, both of these parks, they're very nice places. It's like you're not even in the city anymore.
We should definitely visit again, shouldn't we?
Yes, I would definitely recommend going back. So, with that
exciting trip.
We have a little cricket game we need to get to.
Of course.
Alright, well, enjoy. Have a nice day.
Mother, where is my cricket polo?
Why do you always ask your mother?
She's a nice lady. Fine, I'll go ask my nanny.
Oh, yeah, go, do that. You bloke.